Hey Vikings Nation, what's going on, Purple Faithful? Buckle up, because today's Minnesota Vikings news is one of those behind-the-scenes moves that can quietly change everything about an offense. This isn't a headline-grabbing trade or a blockbuster free agent signing, but don't get it twisted, this matters a lot, especially if you care about how this Vikings passing game evolves next season. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this coaching change could shape the future of the Minnesota Vikings offense in a big way. What just happened is simple on the surface but complex underneath. The Vikings are officially looking for a new tight ends coach and passing game coordinator. Brian Angelichio, who held both roles, is leaving Minnesota after 4 seasons. He accepted a promotion to become the offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And before anyone panics, let's clear this up right now. He'll be working under head coach Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh, not calling plays, but gaining serious experience at the coordinator level. From Angelichio's point of view, this move makes total sense. You don't turn down a coordinator title in the NFL, even if play calling isn't included. This is a clear step up the coaching ladder, and it puts him in position for even bigger opportunities down the line. That's just how this league works. But for us as Vikings fans, the question is obvious. What does this mean for Minnesota right now? Angelichio wasn't just another assistant on the staff. He played a real role in shaping how this Vikings offense attacked defenses through the air. Under his watch, the Minnesota Vikings passing game was aggressive, creative, and fearless. Deep shots, layered concepts, and timing routes were all staples. The Vikings consistently ranked among the league's more explosive offenses, and that doesn't happen by accident. Think about how tight ends were used in this system. They weren't just blockers or safety valves. They were moved around, split out wide, attacked seams, and forced linebackers and safeties into impossible decisions. That kind of design screams preparation and detailed coaching. Angelichio also brought a deep well of experience. He played college football at St. Lawrence from 1991 to 1994 before jumping into coaching in 1995. He spent years grinding, learning, and developing his craft across different levels of football. By the time he landed with the Vikings, he was a seasoned NFL coach who knew how to teach and communicate. His NFL journey included long stops with tight ends rooms across the league, including time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That variety of systems and philosophies clearly showed up in how adaptable the Vikings offense became. Now, that chapter is closed, and Kevin O'Connell has a real decision to make. The big question is whether the Minnesota Vikings promote from within or look outside the building. And honestly, the in-house options are more interesting than you might think. This coaching staff is loaded with young, respected football minds who already understand O'Connell's system. First name to watch closely is Ben Ellefson. Vikings fans know him well from his time as a tight end on the roster. He understands the locker room, the culture, and the position better than most. That matters. Ellefson has been around these players, in these meetings, learning this offense from the inside. Promoting him would mean continuity and trust, especially in the tight end room. But would O'Connell want someone with more schematic responsibility for the passing game? That brings us to Keenan McCardell. The wide receivers coach has done outstanding work with this group. Development, route detail, and consistency have all improved under his leadership. Giving McCardell full control of the passing game could be a natural evolution. Another strong internal option is Chris O'Hara. He's been with the Minnesota Vikings for all 4 seasons under Kevin O'Connell. That kind of longevity on a modern NFL staff is rare. He knows the system, the terminology, and exactly how O'Connell wants things taught and executed. Don't sleep on Tony Sorrentino either. He's been quietly solid as the assistant wide receivers coach. The growth and discipline of the unit under Keenan McCardell reflects well on him too. Sometimes the best promotions are the ones fans don't talk about enough. Then there's Jordan Traylor. Last season, he took over Grant Udinski's role as assistant offensive coordinator and assistant quarterbacks coach. That's a big responsibility, especially working closely with the quarterback room. A promotion for Traylor would signal a strong belief in his football IQ and leadership. So yes, the Vikings have options. Real ones. And that's a good thing. But here's the twist. Kevin O'Connell has shown he's not afraid to look outside the building. He did it before and it worked. Sometimes fresh ideas are exactly what an offense needs to stay ahead of the curve. The NFL is a copycat league, and innovation doesn't wait. If O'Connell believes an external hire brings a new wrinkle to the Minnesota Vikings offense, he'll do it. The goal is clear: keep the offense dangerous, unpredictable, and explosive. And let's be honest, expectations are high. With the talent on this roster, the Vikings can't afford a step backward in the passing game. This hire matters more than most fans realize. So Vikings Nation, I want to hear from you. Should the Minnesota Vikings promote from within or swing big with an outside hire? Which coach do you trust most to keep this passing attack rolling? Drop your thoughts in the comments, argue it out respectfully, and let's talk football. If you enjoyed this Minnesota Vikings news breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with every Vikings fan you know. Purple family, stay locked in. More updates are coming. And as always, Skol, Purple Heart American football.